I just wanna talk a little bit, just like this much, um, just a little bit, because I'm having a lot of feelings, um, and I need everyone to know about my feelings because, well, you just should, because we should all talk about our feelings more. I just finished My Favorite Sinners by Skyla Summers, and it's the fourth book in the Playing Favorites series with the Blackwood brothers. It is the second book in the duet of Felix, Tyler, and Harper, and the first book in that duet is My Favorite Secret. Now, let's talk about, if you want to know about my favorite secret, then you can go watch my other video that I posted. It's a few videos back. Let's talk about My Favorite Sinners. First of all, we're just coming out with the gut punches, huh? Like, just my girl just came, just gut punched me right in the face. Just hit, my feelings was so hurt. My feelings was so hurt because Felix was being so mean. He was being so mean. And I was like, oh, why are you being so mean? I didn't want him to be so mean to everyone. And he was so mean to Tyler. Like, you're brothers. You're supposed to love each other. Stop being mean to each other. And then, you'd think, I don't know, should I spoil it for you guys? I'm not going to spoil it. I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to spoil it. But look, so basically, Felix gives Harper an ultimatum. He's like, either you be with me and you never, ever, ever be with Tyler ever again. What? I'm confused. What are you saying to me? Because what? Okay, so then, he gives her the ultimatum, and then, things ensue from there, and then there's a threat. Then everybody's being threatened. On the positive side, Dan and Allie are getting married, which we love, because we love Dan and Allie. If you don't know who Dan and Allie are, they are the first two books in the Playing Favorites series. It's My Favorite Girl and My Favorite Sin, or vice versa. I can't remember which one. I think it's My Favorite Girl and then My Favorite Sin. And that's Dan and Allie's duet. And Skyla writes taboo romance. So Dan and Allie are step-siblings. Now, Felix, okay, so there's 4 Blackwood brothers. I now have to explain it. There's 4 Blackwood brothers. 4. There's, Felix and Tyler. I think Felix is the oldest. And then there's Tyler. And then there's Dan. And then there's Killian. Now, Dan, who is the third brother, he meets Allie in the first book when his dad, Josh, who we hate, by the way, I don't care how much he's trying to be better. We don't like him. No. Josh sucks. We hate him. Hashtag not Team Josh. Hashtag Team Josh. Hashtag Josh sucks, okay? So anyway, Josh meets this lady named Amabella, and he's going to marry her. Amabella has a daughter named Allie. Dan falls in love with Allie, and then it's a whole bunch of shit from there. So they have the first 2 books in the Playing Favorite series. Then, in their book, you get a glimpse of Felix, Tyler, and Harper, which, yes, you heard me correctly. Felix and Tyler are brothers. They're the oldest. They're the oldest brothers. Now, I think Felix is the oldest, but I'm not positive. But I think I'm right. So Felix and Tyler are in a relationship with Harper, who has been their friend since they were kids, basically. And the first book in their duet is My Favorite Secret, and it's sad. It's so sad, and it leaves you on a cliffhanger. Oh my God, the cliffhanger! I read it last year, Y'all was laying awake for days thinking about it because I had to wait. Like, when did I read that book? I read it sometime last year. I feel like it was in the fall, but I'm not positive. And then now I'm reading My Favorite Sinners. So I had to wait like 6 months before I got this book. So I literally just been sitting here thinking about what happened at the end of that book so I could get the resolution in this book. Which it just was so, the whole thing, it was so sad. Like that, I mean, like, now let me tell you what, was the smut in the book good? Chef's kiss. So good. Skyla did the damn thing with that shit. But it was very sad. I was so sad at the end. Oh my God. I was sobbing. Oh my God. But anyway, so then we get our resolution book, which is My Favorite Sinners, which, depending on when you're watching this video, may be out. If I upload this before May 2nd, 2026, then the book comes out May 2nd, 2026. If this is after May 2nd, 2026, then the book is already out. Go read it. It's in Kindle Unlimited. But so then, like, you know, we have the cliffhanger or whatever and My Favorite Secret, and then like it was so sad. So anyway, I'm so bad at doing things. So anyway, so Felix, Tyler, and Harper, like, basically, like, okay, like, cliffhanger, they break up in the first book, which is so sad. So then, like, Felix is, like, being so mean to, like, Harper and Tyler because he's like, oh my God, they betrayed me. And, like, at one point he called Tyler a Judas, which I thought was hilarious. And, like, I know it's not funny to be, because we all know who Judas is, right? So, like, but he was just like, yo, fucking Judas. And I was like, I laughed a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Skyla, I'm sorry. I laughed. I thought that was funny. But so, like, then there's a threat on, like, the whole family because of events that happened in the first book. So this is why you got to read My Favorite Secret, because if you don't read My Favorite Secret, then you won't understand the threat in the second book. So, in the second book, there's this threat, and then the threat ends up, like, basically bringing Felix, Tyler, and Harper back together, and they're all in love, and everything's great, and they're doing all these things. They're having their happily ever after, and then Dan and Allie get married, and everything's great, and we just love it so much, and the sex is so good. Oh my goodness. Y'all, when I tell you, it was crazy. It was crazy. It wasn't, like, crazy, but, like, it was pretty good. Anyway, what was I saying? So anyway, they all come back together and they all love each other and everything's great. And then Felix and Tyler are working together and Harper's doing her ballet thing. Harper's a ballerina. Harper's doing her ballet thing. Everybody's in love and we're doing the things. Dan and Allie get married. Everything's great. But then the threat that they thought was gone wasn't gone. The threat was not gone. The threat came back and it was threatening, obviously, them and, like, trying to destroy their relationship and, like, destroy their lives, bro. It was so crazy. But then, like, some things happened and it was very gruesome. Like, it was very, I'm gonna tell y'all what, if y'all look, there's not a lot of it in the book, but there is some blood. And there may be sexy scenes in blood. So just an FYI, that's a thing. So if you were at all triggered by that, I would say maybe skip those parts. It only happens like twice. 3 times. Okay, twice. We'll say okay, there might be one time where it's like a little, because technically there's 3 times. Now that I'm thinking about it, there's 3 times, but like the first 2 times you're kind of like, what are you gonna do, you know? But then the third time you're kind of like, but anyway, look, I'll tell you what, even though the third time I was like, but also I was like, you know, I know. So anyway, everybody gets their happily ever after, and we love it, and everything is so great. And honestly, it was a really good book. I quite enjoyed it. I really feel like it went so fast. Like, I literally started it like yesterday. Excuse me. I literally started it yesterday, and like, it just felt like it went so fast. Like, I kind of felt like I didn't read. It feels like a fever dream. Like, I kind of feel like I didn't actually read it. I kind of feel like I just like saw the words and like they somehow absorbed into my brain. Like, I don't know. Maybe I need to read it again. I don't know. But it's only like 300 pages. So, I mean, it's a pretty quick read. Like, if you really like commit to it. And it's very fast paced. Like, it's very like shit's going on like the whole time. Like, there's never a dull moment. And you get all three POVs. So you get Felix's POV, Tyler's POV, and Harper's POV. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Felix, I love Tyler too. Don't get me wrong. I love Tyler also. But Felix, there's just something about you. I know you're fictional. I know you're not real. But you just have a special part of my heart. And I will never forget you. Because I love you so much. But they get their happily ever after, which is great. And then you get a sneak peek into the next story, which is Killian's story. And I effing knew it. I knew it. When I was reading it, when I was reading the part about Dan and Allie's wedding, I was like, ooh, something's going on here. And it, in fact, was confirmed in the last chapter of the book. But then that leaves me on a cliffhanger because I know the next book is about Killian, but I don't know when that's coming out. So, but it's fine. I just think authors live to stress me out. But anyway, I give the book 4 stars. And then, so 4 stars for the book. I'd give it 4.5 chili peppers. And then, you know, trigger warnings, like there is talk about loss of pregnancy, there is talk blood, there is sexual assault, not by the male main characters, or attempted sexual assault, not by the male main characters, like violence, like murder. What else? There was something else that I was gonna say and I don't remember what it was. I don't remember. But yeah, so 4-star book, 4.5 chili peppers, very good. I can't wait to see Felix, Tyler, and Harper in Killian's book, since they're all brothers, like Dan, Felix, Tyler, and Felix, Tyler, Dan, Killian. They're all brothers. So all the books are technically interconnected, but they are standalones. So I know that I'm going to get a glimpse of Felix, Tyler, and Harper in Killian's book, hopefully. Skyla, please do that for me, because I need to know, because when you get to the end of their story, you like find out some very exciting news. You get to the end of their story, and then now I need to know like what's going on with them also. So that's all. So yeah, if you're watching this before May 2nd of 2026, then this book, My Favorite Sinners by Skyla Summers, comes out May 2nd, 2026. If you are watching this after May 2nd, 2026, then go find it on Kindle Unlimited. It's a really quick read, 300 pages, and you'll be done in quick, fast, and a hurry. Oh, also, if you have a breeding kink, this one's for you. Absolutely for you. The breeding kink in this bitch, strong. So anyway, I love you guys. I hope you guys go and read this book because it's very good. I quite enjoyed it. Skyla, you did the thing with that. I can't wait for Killian's book. I will see you guys on my next review. Love you. Bye.